Welcome, listeners, whether I am emanating from your speakers or from the mists. I am delighted to be here with you. Now, I know some of you have had connectivity problems due to a pirate radio station attempting to bogart my hard-won call numbers. Please help me deliver this much-needed advice by giving me 5 stars. As far as I can tell, where you find them doesn't matter, be they gold stars from the chore chart, stars you name after me in the sky, cookies cut out to resemble stars that you then send to the station, or the ones you doodle in your notebook when you are supposed to be paying attention in class. Send them my way, dear listeners, so that I may rise above the pirate and smite him with my celestial arsenal. The lines are open. Jane, you're on the line. Thank you for waiting. Caller, my producer Dana is asking if you could move to a quieter location.
Sorry. Is this better? My husband's having a bit of a hissy fit. He just launched our baby grand from the 2nd story, even though it was a family heirloom.
Your family could take a hike.
I'm sorry to hear that. What's the cause of this strife?
Host, do you ever feel like when one area of your life is going well, the others fall by the wayside?
How do you mean?
My mother used to have this saying, love, work, or friendship, pick one.
Ah, yes, the ever-elusive work-life balance.
With grad school, my job, my friends, and a new husband.
You began to feel like you were spreading yourself too thin.
Exactly, and it was really taking a toll on my relationship.
Is that why your husband is chucking things from your window, Jane?
Hardly. See, the thing is, gosh, I can't even say it out loud. I'm so embarrassed.
I can't help you unless you're honest with me.
Well, I was Googling dates you can do in 20 minutes or less when I came across one of those clickbait stories at the bottom of an article. Well, you know the type. They say things like, you'll never believe what these child stars look like now.
Oh, Jane.
I know, I feel like an idiot. I mean, who clicks on those things? This one said, this busy mother went from being on the verge of divorce to having sex twice a day. And who doesn't want that? So I clicked into the post, and of course it turned out to be an ad. Oh, wait, I can say that out loud. It was an ad. It was this guy, Dr. Martin, who promised to increase productivity in his patients by 100%. His Yelp reviews were good, so I went.
It's just as I feared. Dr. Martin has a reputation? What happened next, Jane? I'm afraid to even ask.
Well, from there it was some basic blood work, a CT scan, and boom! I had a clone!
Clones have been known to lighten a load of busy individuals. I'm told Oprah has 15. How did that work out for you?
Well, at first it was great. While I put in the hours at the office, my clone had time to go on dates, listen to my husband talk about sports, and even perform sexual activities. But when my job started noticing that I had more time, they just started giving me more work.
Isn't that how it always goes?
So I thought, why not get another clone? Plus, Dr. Martin was running a 2-for-1 deal, and I can't pass up a bargain. I'm a bit of an amateur couponer.
But you get what you pay for.
Exactly. See, clones number 1 and number 2 were great. Exceptional, even. But from the beginning, there was something off about clone number 3. She started cutting my jeans into Daisy Dukes and buying those clear platform heels. You know the ones that strippers wear. Listen, I don't want to shame anyone here, but my clone was a straight-up hoe.
Whoa, caller. Judgment. Many of our listeners are hoes.
I'm sorry. I'm still upset about what happened next. Roger! Not the dresser. You use that too. Sorry about that. Anyway, clone number 3 decided it would be a good idea to get on Tinder. Tinder! That's not even one of the classy apps.
Interesting. I've had patients of Dr. Martin call in about evil clones, unstable clones, even clones with attention deficit disorder, but never, excuse my French, FCC employees, horny clones.
I'm not sure what happened exactly, but I do know she started sleeping. with these men she met online. Turns out one of them happened to be my husband's coworker, and you know how word spreads in an office.
Frankly, I don't. It's just me, my producer, and the office stray, Percy, during my shift.
Well, it spreads fast. Now my husband thinks I've been cheating on him with bill from accounts receivable, and he's taking it out on my furniture.
If you had an ounce of self-respect, you'd never go near a
Jane, have you tried explaining the situation to Roger, was it?
Listen, Roger and I are traditional people, both raised Baptists. I can't tell him that he's been getting his, you know what, touched by a clone?
I see your dilemma. Well, Jane, I've dealt with Dr. Martin's clones before, and there's only one thing you can do.
Ugh, what is it? I'll do anything.
Now, this might be against your Christian upbringing, but you need to lie. Lie until the cows come home, Jane.
How so?
First, organize a meeting between your husband, yourself, and his coworker to sort things out. Assure both men that there must have been some miscommunication and that a face-to-face chat will clear everything up. Then invite clone number 3 to show up unannounced so both men see you in the same room together. Now, here is where you'll have to do a little acting. Were you in drama as a kid?
Just a school play once.
Channel that training, Jane. Your life depends on it. Because next, I need you to pretend like you've never seen clone number 3 in your entire life. Play it off like she is a long-lost twin, separated from you at birth. You'll need to muster some tears for this. When Roger witnesses this touching family reunion, all will be forgiven. Then kill the other 2 clones.
Wait, what?
Poison is the woman's weapon. Thank you, caller. Remember, listeners, there is no such thing as a free lunch. Which reminds me, the results from our listener-supported pledge drive are in, and the results are less than ample. If you want to keep this program going, listeners, you've got to give me something. Even just a little bit. And thanks to Alicia, who sent in the 20-pound sack of dried pinto beans. I'm sure you meant it as a gag, but Dana and I are enjoying them as we speak. The shipping on those must have cost a fortune.